Well, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Happy Tuesday. We're about 48 hours away from Thanksgiving. Feel like little feel-good music playing in the background, and I've got my boy, The Dream, on the line. Kid, what is going on, man?
Exhausted, son.
Exhausted from what?
From winning.
You never get too tired of doing that, brother.
Oh, my God, kid. It's just been on fire lately. It's about time. I'm back to the old me again.
Oh, good for you, man. I'm happy to hear it because, yeah, you were a little flying under the radar there for a minute.
Oh,
couldn't
son,
get
I'm
you
about
groove.
to lose some heart. I'm about to call a capper.
You were like Fat Rex, man. Just kind of frustrated and stuff like that. Couldn't get out of your own way. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but
hey.
I
wasn't never that bad. I wasn't never that bad with his fat ass. Please, son. Dude, what an awful... Go ahead, set it off.
Oh, my God. I watched the game front to back last night, and the Buffalo Bills did so many different things to get themselves out of the situation of potentially winning that game. But there was one thing that Rex did do that actually saved a touchdown by the New England Patriots and caused an inadvertent whistle by the referee. What happened was Brady was running out of bounds, and actually, I want to say it was Amendola that caught the ball, but Rex got in the way of the official and made him blow the whistle. So they blew it dead at the spot of the catch versus it being a touchdown. So that was one good thing that Rex actually did in the game, brother.
Right.
And also, too, you and I talked about the 3rd and 1 where he ran outside.
Dude, that was, son, can you make that was like the worst play call I've seen in a long time in that particular situation. Dude, not only that, I didn't like him punting after that. My thing is sending 2 plays to the quarterback. You want to take a run, but make it an inside run, halfback trap, something, please. Not a wide run. An inside run, halfback trap. Then you go no huddle, bring the quarterback up, and you run a naked bootleg to the opposite side. Dude, that quarterback's mad athletic. You got to get him involved in the game. I felt like they struck out just not getting him involved in the game from the onset. A couple more run plays maybe involved for him. He's a guy, that needs to get his rhythm going and really get in the game. Seemed like they never established that last night with him.
Well, Tyrod Taylor, a lot of his passes kind of float, and that is before he got injured. Obviously, he was injured towards the end of the game, and E.J. Manuel was out there kind of warming up and just never got a snap, brother. Never got a snap, man. And, Tyrod Taylor, I think he's okay, Dream. I'm not a big fan of him, though.
Yeah, I'm not they keep talking about his talent and how talented he is and, he's this and that and the other, but I got to be honest with you. I haven't seen it either, man, to tell you the truth. And, guys, in case you are not aware about it, Killer Cam and the Carolina Panthers, apparently, the defensive end Hortons has been suspended for 4 games for performance-enhancing drugs.
Well, only 4 games, so it must not have been anything that bad. Must have been something like GNC stuff or something like that.
Right. Oh, I don't know. I don't know what the protocol or what particular drugs were.
I love they call it drugs, though.
You know what I'm saying?
Over-the-counter stuff, probably. I guarantee you, usually if it's something crazy like juice or something like that, you probably, throw them out for the year at least. So 4 games, hey, that's all right. They'll be 14-0 by then, so it's all good. Not anything to worry about, man. So taking a look at that. The New England Patriots emerged 20-13, and they are 10-0 now, along with the Carolina Panthers and Dream. Just so you know, and I know you're going to hate to hear this, but 9 out of the 14 teams that started 10-0 have made it to the Super Bowl, brother. So there's about a 64% chance that you may see Killer Cam, your boy, in the Super Bowl.
Dude, listen, let me tell you something. Let me just tell you something about seeing Killer Cam in the Super Bowl. Anything you want to bet on Killer Cam going to the Super Bowl, I'm here. Just let me know. I got you. Whatever you want to do on Killer Cam going to the Super Bowl, I got him not going to the Super Bowl. When you're ready to fire on that, let me know.
I'm ready to fire right now.
All right.
You want to get it down?
Let's go.
What are we betting?
You tell me.
So wow. All right. And, that's just for Killer Cam to advance to the Super Bowl, man. I really like their defense. I like how he's throwing the ball. I like
what you want to do.
Wow, man. What are we going to do as far as a bet is concerned? Let's take some suggestions from the SBTV Nation. What should the Dream and I bet for Killer Cam to make it to the Super Bowl? I think he will win the NFC. The Dream thinks otherwise.
No. You said make it to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, make it to the Super Bowl. Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you think that who you got knocking them off? Arizona?
Arizona.
Maybe. Okay. All right.
Seattle.
Not Seattle.
Green Bay.
Woots GG is saying, hell no, Killer Cam is not going to the Super Bowl.
Woots, don't, Woots, keep it on the road. Don't say nothing.
I'm already committed, player.
Let him jump. Okay, all right, he's already committed.
So
we just got to figure out what we're betting on. Let's get down, SBTV Nation. Give me some ideas. Give me some thoughts.
Yeah, definitely, man. The Dream and I are making a bet here, and we'll see what ends up going on with.
So, son, listen, I run out yesterday, right? I'm out. I got to go to the doctor's with the wife. We're going to we go to the doctor's real quick. She's got to run something out. So I drop her off at the crib. Then I got to run, take the car in to go to get the admission thing done again or by this company. So I look at the phone real quick. Papa Smurf is in there, and he hits me up. He's like, yo, take I can't remember the team now, damn it.
Nasty
Vanderbilt. Take Vanderbilt over St. Joe's. So I'm like, I like really got no time to go look and do any type of investigations. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to just put it in. So and he's like, go ahead and take a minus the points because he always gets mad because I never, you know me, I don't take nothing with points. He's like, take a minus the points. So I go in to put it in for $20, right?
Yep.
Do you know that I pressed $200?
Oh. Please tell me you won.
So big ups to Big Papa.
Definitely. Hey, that sounds like a better night than your boy had, man. Let me tell you something. You know, I moved into a condo, guys, and it's kind of in the woods. And my bride, her and I had a little bit of a verbal altercation yesterday, so she wasn't really feeling me. So anyway, she lets the dog out by himself with no leash. Now, all of a sudden in Connecticut, it has become very, very cold, man. I mean, like, it is, frost all over the vehicles. It is really nasty here, right? So, like, 10 minutes later, I said, babe, where's the dog? She's like, oh, I let him out. He'll come back. All right. 15 minutes later, where's the dog? Oh, I don't know. We better go look for him. Son, I had a search party going with all the neighbors for over an hour last night, man. On top of it, too, I mean, listen, I can't stand the dogs. I can't. I got two little dogs that just yelp and bark and the whole package and whatever. And this dog is like a little thin hair, man. So, son, it was about almost an hour of looking for this dog. I found him hiding behind a car, like all the way in another condo complex, brother. I almost threw in the towel, kid.
Don't get me going about dogs. You know how I feel about them little dogs.
I almost threw in the towel, man. Almost threw in the towel.
I feel about them little dogs, and people got to take them. I don't need your dog with me on an airplane looking at me. Know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
Remember we were at your bride's fitness show, and the girl had a dog with her?
She had a dog with her, son. I was like, why is there a dog here?
And the dog is like bored as hell too, like in a basket.
I seen a lady yesterday. The dog is sitting on her front lap. Her driving was already awful, and now she got the dog on her front lap looking out the window. I'm like, really?
Oh,
I'm just
man.
Listen, I got a disdain for that. I got nothing against dogs. I like dogs. Got nothing against them. But people have gone way out of hand. Dogs was, by the way, meant to be outside. The reason they got fur and stuff on them was because they're supposed to be outside.
Well, right? there's also been a lot of coyote sightings around. So now I'm thinking the worst in my head. Not only are there cars flying up and down the street, I'm like, oh, this dog's gonna either get hit by a car or get eaten by a coyote. Son, I almost threw in the towel, man. Me and my kid were like, hey, it's really sad, but I think the dog is gone.
Should have threw it in, son.
Oh, I almost did, man. I almost did. So I find the dog. His leg is all bloody. Got hurt. I'm like, oh, God.
I'm a dog guy. Like I want a dog. Okay? Yep. I want like a beast. Like when I grow up, I want like that thing that He-Man used to ride on. Remember that?
Oh, wow.
They used to ride like a big old lion or something. That's the kind of dog. I want like a Rottweiler, a big, huge German Shepherd, some like big, crazy Cujo-looking husky or something.
Yes.
That's to me as a dog. Those other things that people are running around with, like that could fit in the palm of your hand.
Yep.
That's not a dog.
Oh, Jeff Ryan came up with an outstanding idea for our bet.
Yep.
He says that, so guys, if you're just tuning in, I am betting the dream that the Carolina Panthers will make it to the Super Bowl and win the NFC, and he thinks that the field, any other team will beat them. So Jeff Ryan is saying bet a bottle of Ciroc or Mets season opener, and Dream has to watch all 9 innings of the game.
Oh, I'll do it. That's not even you. I just told you ain't been listening. The one sport that I love to go to live is baseball. It's like the only one. So I got no problem with that. That's not even torture for me.
You want to do that?
I definitely want.
All right, so if Carolina does not win the NFC and make it to the Super Bowl, then I got to buy you a bottle of Ciroc, and I'll make it even better. I'll do it at the club.
No, because that's a pain in the neck.
Why?
Because we haven't been. If we go to a club where they have Ciroc, the only one that we go to for the most part is in the casino, and they're so trumped up on that price. Nah, I can't even do that to you.
All right,
but a regular big bottle, just from any establishment of your choice, will work.
All right, and then if Killer Cam goes to the Super Bowl, then you have to buy me Mets tickets, and the two of us got to go, and you got to sit there. And, and you got to sit next to Dizzle and listen to him talk the whole time.
Now that.
Yes, that's the bet, dude. Jeff Ryan, big ups to you on that, brother. Great idea there. All right, so it's on,
guys,
brother.
Something came up yesterday I wanted to talk about for a minute, and that was in reference to teasers.
Yes.
For those of you, I don't know if you guys are playing them. I know a lot of you guys play them in football. And I want to talk to you about teasers as far as football is concerned and as far as basketball is concerned. Because I like teasers as far as football was concerned. I generally, you got the 7 points, and then you can whatever Vegas is offering you to partake with as far as adding on to that. But generally, you start with a 7-pointer. The thing that makes a 7-pointer great in football is because it's a score. Yep. Okay? So if you get involved with a teaser in football, you're removing a whole score. The reason I don't like teasers in basketball is because, I think you start around 4, and then you keep playing with it. And it just, you guys are into the value thing, and I happen to agree with you on this case. In basketball, either money line it, as far as I'm concerned, you either money line it or you just take the spread, because the teasers just don't work the same way as they do for football. So I'm not the biggest advocate on teasers in basketball, especially when you're using the regular spread. I could see a little bit of use for it, maybe if you're playing with the total, but I just don't like the teasers in basketball as much as I like them in football.
Well, you remember when we were at the Mob Museum in Las
Yes.
Vegas and we did the show, and Teddy Covers was talking about that.
Yes.
He said that back in the day he was a bookmaker, and they didn't know the rules. So what they were doing is they were giving 6 and 7 point teasers on basketball because they didn't know any better, and they cleaned up as a bookmaker.
Yep.
So yeah, I agree with you on that. Definitely football is a different package, being 7 points, being a touchdown. I mean, obviously with the PAT being brought back to 30 some odd yards, it makes it a little bit more different. But for the most part, I agree with that 100%, Dream. So definitely. So guys, we are live right now. We are on Twitter, and a lot of people are out here just talking about our bet and having a ball with us, Dream. I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm looking forward to seeing Killer Cam in the Super Bowl this year. And his impeccable coaching staff with Rivera and company.
Oh, yeah, impeccable. I can't coach this in a year.
Oh, definitely. Hey, Irv, what's going on? He just sent me a picture of his
I love
canine as well.
that they were, 7-9 last year?
7, 8, and 1.
7, 8, and 1. Would they all go to would they go to college in the off season? Would they go to NASA and brush up and then get dope?
They have one of the longest winning streaks in the NFL, man. And I think they closed out their year winning 4 or 5 straight last year, brother, in the regular season.
Oh, move on.
Yo, do me a favor. Go wherever you go. Go to the store. Get your boy Killer Cam jersey, because I need one. Because I'm gonna be wearing that, and I'm gonna actually wear that to the Mets game when we go, brother.
You ain't getting no Killer jersey because you ain't going to the Mets game. You'll be wearing that to the liquor store to get my Ciroc.
Yes, all right, man. Speaking of a couple of things in the NBA, guys, my boy LeBron is one of 2 players, joins Oscar Robinson for the top 25 in all of the NBA in history in points and assists. And my boy wasn't having it last night either, Dream.
No, he wasn't having it, but it was the Magic, son. Relax.
It was the Magic, but even still, they win. They cover the spread. Hey, it is what it is. And
what I'm glad is I'm glad I could get a break about hearing Porzingis for a minute because I have heard enough about him already. I love it. Anytime and I hate to make it a racial thing, but I'm going there. Anytime a white boy got a little bit of hoop game, yo, he's like Jordan. And you know it. All the white boy got to do is have a little tad smidgen of a hoop game, and they got him like the next Jordan.
Well, hey, you know what? It's few and far between, player. That's why. You know what I mean? So it's all good.
New York going crazy. Please stop with Porzingis. All right, I like him. Talented, looks good, but fall back a bit. My God.
I love it. That's like the black dude in hockey.
Oh, gosh. No, the black dude in hockey don't get no type of shout outs.
That cat for the Habs does, though.
Yeah,
he's pretty good.
Dude, them two guys, them guys get no type of shout outs.
Oh, man.
And I feel so bad for them because I can only imagine the name calling that's going on out there. Let me know y'all need some backup. The name calling is just off the chain to them poor dudes. I feel bad for them.
Definitely. And speaking of the NBA tonight, the Golden State Warriors are going for the record, trying to achieve a 16-0 start, which would put them in the record books, and they have to play Lake Show.
Remember Jerry Cooney?
No.
And then y'all had that Tommy Morrison cat, boy. White people was dying for a white boxer. Anytime I bring up Muhammad Ali, somebody got to talk to me about Rocky Marciano. I'm like, fall back, son. I wasn't even born yet.
Oh, my God. All right, guys, so we are live on Twitter. We've got a bunch of stuff to talk about today. SBTV Nation, we are having a ball.
My neighbors be like, Jim, you always racist. Why you so racist? I'm like, how many black people live in this neighborhood? Okay, bye.
I love what you said. When you go for a jog, they don't know whether to get your autograph or call the cops. No, that is funny,
They
man.
know to hide the wives.
Oh, look at that sweating brother. Ooh,
yeah.
Nice. Check that out. Oh, guys, we're having a ball, man. We are going to stop. We're going to stop right now. We are going to pay the bills and come back, man. And we are the biggest show in the world. And we are the SBTV Nation, guys. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
How would you like to win big cash in sports gaming? Well, now you can. Visit TKWins.com. With over 20 years of experience, they can get you the winning edge you need. Specializing in winning selections on all major sporting events. NFL, NCAA football, NBA, NCAA basketball. Why wait? Check out their free daily winners online. It's never been easier to visit TKWins.com today and start winning. TKWins.com. Consistently picking the winners for you.
Have a product, service, or website to advertise on the biggest show in the world? The SBTV Nation podcast reaches tens of thousands of the best sports fans on the planet in over 194 countries worldwide. Take your business to the next level by advertising with us. Call us now at 872-529-SBTV or email us at sbtvnation@gmail.com.
Welcome back to the biggest show in the world, the SBTV Nation. Son, you know I had to start with a little camera on.
I know you did. I see Dr. Dizzle out there tweeting this morning. I know he's going to be all over that little wager we talked about. I'm going to get Dr. Dizzle a half Ram, half Raiders jersey.
Yes. Oh, my God, guys. All right, so we got a lot to talk about today, including a bunch of clowning that obviously we're having a good time doing. But, Dream, we got to talk about the NCAA football playoffs, brother.
Let's get into it.
We got to talk about it because they got the announcement tonight at 7 o'clock on ESPN, and I am definitely
I love you're so up for that. Like,
I love it.
And it keeps changing now. And like I said, you just got to fall back and let this thing play its way out. But you keep going crazy about this.
Because I'm all into it, man.
All right.
I got futures for days. I got mad stuff going on. And I can't wait to show you at the end what I ended up doing, man. So, all right. So here is Hatter's top 12. Okay, here's how I look at it.
Now
Here's
you got
how
top 12.
I got my top 12, man. You know what? They should get my ass up there. Telling you, because I've been watching college football for days now.
Well, maybe if you would stop back in Florida.
Well, that's why Florida is all the way near the bottom this time. All right, as far as my top 12 are concerned. So
go ahead.
I'm taking a look at this, and here are my top 4. And then I'll go into the rest of the other 8 that I'm picking. So right now I got Clemson number 1, obviously undefeated. Okay, running through everybody, doing their thing. Obviously they got a big game coming up versus. They got South Carolina this week. Obviously they're gonna. They should definitely win that game, especially that South Carolina lost to an FCS team last week.
Citadel.
Absolutely brutal.
Smackdown.
Absolutely brutal. So. Let's see. So we got that going on.
And by the way, your boy told you South Carolina was going to be awful week 1 of the football season.
Yes, you did, brother. I got to give it to you on that. Absolutely. I got Alabama number 2. Alabama with that front 4 and that defense, absolutely outstanding. Obviously, they had pretty much a scrimmage game, if you want to call it that, versus their FCS team this year. So, hey, that is what it is. Number 3, Dream, I got Iowa. Nasty Iowa.
I love they got to be nasty.
Nasty Iowa. I got number 3, Nasty Iowa. And number 4, I have the Oklahoma Sooners. What do you think of the Oklahoma Sooners after their 1-point win versus TCU?
I'm in agreement with that because you had other teams lose. So I'm in agreement with Oklahoma being in that spot. I like them more than Notre Dame. I don't like Notre Dame in the 4th spot. I'm not liking Notre Dame.
All right. Well, you'll hear where I put Notre Dame here.
Okay.
All right. So you got Oklahoma. Obviously, their 1-point win was not as impressive as it should have been, but you guys got to remember something, man. I know TCU had a backup quarterback, but Oklahoma, until they had their backup quarterback, was absolutely killing TCU. And then Baker Mayfield obviously took the blow to the head and exited the game in the second half, did not come in. And their backup there, I forgot who it is. Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. Trevor, I don't know off the top of my head. Guys, if you have that information, Oklahoma's backup, I want to say it's Trevor Knight. Could be wrong. But anyway, for the most part, I think Oklahoma, if they win Bedlam this week, they're obviously in my humble opinion. Now, number 5, I've got Sparty, Michigan State, after knocking off the Ohio State University. Dream, what's your thoughts on that?
I don't have them at number 5. And you actually turned me on to not liking them as much as I originally liked them because you turned me on to their offense, and I don't really like their offense, and their defense to me is a little bit overrated. And I know everybody's going crazy because they beat Ohio State, but Ohio State stunk all season.
I know.
So, as far as I'm concerned, Ohio State was highly overrated going into that game in the first place. So my problem with that, I got to be honest with you. You know what I do, and you might not like this. I moved Baylor up.
All right. Well, we'll continue to talk about it here.
Okay.
So we got, I got Michigan State there because with the exception of a bad call versus Nebraska, they're undefeated. They had a bad call versus Nebraska where the receiver went out of bounds and came back in, and they said he was pushed out when he clearly wasn't. So
True.
That's where I have them at number 5. Number 6, I moved Notre Dame down to number 6.
Okay.
I moved them down to number 6 because obviously they did beat BC, but it was an ugly win, Dream. 5 turnovers in that game.
Horrible.
Awful. They look bad. And they are a 3.5-point underdog versus Stanford this week. 3.5-point underdog, man. So you know what? They got to go into Stanford to try to win there. I've got North Carolina number 7. I think North Carolina, if they can knock off Clemson, they've got an argument. The only issue is that their bad performance versus South Carolina in the first week of the season is going to hurt them.
You're just making up your own list.
I am making up my own list. It is Trevor Knight. Thank you, Lucas Wilbanks, for giving me that information.
I know why you're not getting on the show.
All right.
You got Notre Dame go away. Look at their schedule, son. Come on,
I got Baylor number 8. I've got The Ohio State University number 9. I've got Michigan number 10. I've got Florida number 11 after their pitiful performance. and I've got Navy number 12.
Yeah, I gotta fall back with you on. I don't
You
like
you like my top 4.
I like your top 4, and then we get a little shaky
matters.
after that.
That's all that really matters, to be honest with you.
Right? Yeah. No. Yeah. We get a little for now until one of them get another loss pops off for somebody. But it gets a little shaky after that for me. I don't quite like Michigan State as much as you. I think Baylor moves up next. I would put Baylor ahead of. I put Baylor at the 5 spot, to be honest with you.
Really? After losing to Oklahoma like that?
Yeah. No. I got Oklahoma at the 4.
Okay.
I got Oklahoma at the 4. I got Baylor at the 5, and then I would put Notre Dame, and then I will put Michigan State.
All right.
And then I would have Oklahoma State, and then I would probably go North Carolina, and then the rest can fall in place with the one losses.
I'm very interested in the game between the Ohio State and Michigan in Ann Arbor this Saturday. Very, very interested in that game because Michigan is actually a 1.5-point favorite in that game. And I think that if they win, obviously if they win and Sparty loses to Penn State, which is not going to be a cakewalk for Sparty, I don't think they're going to lose. But Michigan has a chance to get into the Big Ten championship versus Iowa, dude. And Iowa's got a really nasty game this week as well, man.
Yes,
they're playing on Friday this week.
Mm-hmm.
Nasty Iowa. And they are playing, hold on, let me just pull it up, guys. Give me 1 second. Iowa is playing at Nebraska, and they're only a 1.5-point favorite, Dream.
Mm-hmm.
You think they get knocked off this week?
No.
You don't?
Nope.
All right. So that's pretty much it. That's my top 12. And you agree with me at the top 4, and then you disagree with me with the rest of it.
Yeah, I didn't like the rest of it so much. But, I mean, hey, you know what? To each his own. You know, me and you don't always agree on the same things for the most part. But, I'm more of let it plan out because, as you see, the landscape just keeps changing week to week. You look at Nebraska since you went there, though, against Iowa. Nebraska loses to Northwestern. And the worst one is they lose to Purdue.
Yeah.
That's
definitely
a bad loss.
Of course.
You were not beating Iowa if you lost to Purdue.
Okay. All right. Obviously, we'll be talking about these probably. I mean, depending on if we do a show on Friday or not, we may have to break these games down tomorrow.
Iowa beat Purdue 40-20. All right.
Nasty Iowa, man.
Nasty Iowa.
All right. And Notorious WB, I do agree with you. Michigan State got the luckiest bounce of the year at Michigan. I totally agree with you on that with the drop punt. But you know what? Hey, at the end of the day, it's called winning. Nothing you could do about it, brother. It is what it is. So, I don't know. I think Clemson is going to probably win one of the games and probably going to see like a Clemson-Bama final.
Okay.
All right? I mean, that's the way the odds makers see it anyway right now.
Like baseball.
What's that?
So that'll be like baseball.
That'll be like baseball. Yeah, exactly.
7-3.
7-3. Yeah, final score. Exactly. I know. Well, you know what? I think the 7-3 affair is going to be something like Alabama, Florida, because Florida's defense is absolutely outstanding, and their offense is terrible though. Their offense is one of the worst offenses in college football, man. Absolutely brutal.
And Alabama will end up winning the battle of field position and getting short fields too much. They'll score some points on Florida's defense.
All right. Sounds good, man.
Henry will be – I don't know. I don't know that game will be as
very
bad
athletic defense that Florida has, though. You gotta give it to them.
I agree.
Very athletic. And Florida right now is the number – where are you? Florida, they are – as far as yards per game defensively, Florida is number 6 in all the land. The top 6 goes Boston College, then Michigan, then Alabama, then Wisconsin, then Clemson, then Florida. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 of my top 12 teams are in the top 6 defensively. Defense wins championships, Dream. Just remember that.
Yeah.
Just remember that. All right. So moving on. So we got that situated. Now I want to journey over to the NFL playoff picture because it's a mess. And I think you agree with me on that.
Well, everybody's in his booty.
Everybody is in his booty. I agree with you 100% on that. So let's talk about the AFC conference here as far as the playoffs are concerned. Obviously, the New England Patriots are 10-0. 6 games away, Dream, from capping off an undefeated season.
And it's not happening.
Okay. Well, they got to face the Os this week in Mile High.
And that's and based on what I saw them offensively,
dude.
they really need to get real busy. Yato something crazy. They really need to get real busy and figure some things out, because they looked very bad last night against the Buffalo Bill defense, and the Broncos defense is way better than the Bills defense.
Oh, I agree. And the Broncos are one of the best teams. I think they're the top team in sacks. And New England's offensive line sucks, bro. We talked about it yesterday. I think Brady got hurried like 19 times in that game last night, Dream. So the Denver Broncos are going to be all up on him. And you see how quickly Brady gets rid of the ball? Throws like grounders and stuff like that.
Yep.
You know what? I think that game is going to be tight. I think that's going to be a lower scoring affair than everybody thinks, especially with New England, losing a lot of their weapons offensively. I mean, Buffalo shut Gronk out, man. Gronk had like no numbers last night.
I do.
Yeah, so looking at this here, guys, you got Cincinnati Bengals number 2 at 8-2. Denver Broncos number 3. I guess Cincinnati has the better conference record over them. So if it ended today, New England and Cincinnati would have a bye, and Denver and Indianapolis would host playoff games because Indianapolis has the head-to-head over Houston. And so you got 5 and 6 being the Pittsburgh Steelers, 6-4, and the Kansas City Chiefs, 5 and 5. And Dream, I got to be honest with you, I would not want to play either one of them teams.
Nope.
Pittsburgh or Kansas City. Now, what's crazy is that the 6th seed has a 5-5 record, 500, and Houston, Buffalo, and the Jets all have 5-5 records as well. So they're all like one game out.
Right.
And you've got Oakland, Jacksonville, and the Miami Dolphins, who are one game behind them at 4-6 records. So everybody's still alive, guys. Just remember that, man. So, I mean, hey, you know what? If you see any teams that are paying some really good odds, take a look at their schedule. There might be a very good chance that they sneak into the playoffs, and then you never know, man, because I mean, the two teams that are going to be hosting playoff games, I mean, you got a hurt Peyton Manning in Denver, but they have an outstanding defense, obviously, and you got the Indianapolis Colts that could lose to anybody at this point. Going over to the NFC, man, same situation, Dream. You got the Carolina Panthers, who are 10-0, 6-0 in conference, obviously. Arizona, the team that you think is probably going to knock them off, 8-2. Green Bay Packers are number 3 at 7-3, and then you got the New York Giants at 5-5, number 4 atop the NFC East, man.
That's dope.
You love that, huh?
Yeah. I can't wait to see them in a playoff game.
Well,
with bad clock management.
Well, you're going to hate that I'm saying this. I think that they have a chance to win their first game in the playoffs if they get in.
Oh.
I know you don't want to hear that, but I mean,
it depends. If they play like Atlanta, yeah.
Yeah, you got Atlanta and you got Minnesota Vikings, number 5, Atlanta, number 6.
I don't think they can beat Minnesota.
You don't think they can beat Minnesota?
Nope.
I think they can.
Oh, no, I don't think they can beat Minnesota at all. No.
Okay. All right. And then the rest of the 5-5 teams, guys. Well, actually, yeah, Atlanta number 6 at 6-4. Then you've got 5-5, Tampa Bay, Seattle, both 5-5. Tampa Bay, famous Jameis, man.
I know.
Unbelievable what we got going on. Hey, everybody's doing Freaky Friday early today, Dream. And you know what? I got to give it to my man Papa Smurf, who originated all of that. He is like the pioneer of that. And then Yodo takes a second place. But hey, listen, guys, you know what? You guys are the pioneers, and you guys are the old school champs and all that. I got news for you. My man Angelo Nunes is like he's like that young buck that's like 20 years old that's training in the gym every day, that kind of thing, because he is going ham on Fridays, Dream, and I think you would agree with me on that.
No doubt, definitely.
So you guys got to get together with him. Washington Redskins.
Papa, though, he does butt naked work with his girl, so he can't really he's on another level. We can't really have him in a Freaky. He takes Freaky Friday to like the Lamar Odom level.
His page is 18 plus.
You know what I'm saying? Papa Smurf got an all-adult Freaky Friday review.
I agree. I agree with that. It's 18 and plus. You got to actually sign a waiver to.
You got to sign a waiver to get into his room.
Yes.
And give a blood test.
Yes. Guys, we're on Twitter at SBTV Nation. Oh, Yado saying that the Cowboys are going to run it.
They got to run it all right.
I don't know if all of you Cowboy fans understand what's going on here, but the Cowboys are dead last in the NFC with the 49ers ahead of them as far as a playoff contention, man. I don't know if you realize that, but that's the truth. They're number 16 in the conference, Dream.
Son, I know what their situation is, and they need to win out, and I got bad news for you. It's not happening. They got issues. They can keep hope alive all they want. They can get excited because the quarterback returned, but it's not happening.
I completely agree with that, man. You got to win out, guys. And you got a very, very difficult schedule coming up. So, hey, better luck next year. That's all I got to say about that one. So, Dream, that pretty much does it. As far, do you have any fan favorites as far as the AFC is concerned? Maybe a couple of teams that might sneak in and make some noise?
No, I told you my favorite right now in the AFC that's in the hunt and looking real hungry is the Kansas City Chiefs. I think they turned their season around. They got a lot of momentum going, and they're believing in what's happening. And the schedule looks very, very appetizing for them over the next few weeks. So I really like this Kansas City Chiefs team. I expect them to improve as the season goes on. And I got to be honest with you, dude. The Colts with Hasselbeck did not look that bad.
I know. I think the Colts will make a run. I really do. And then once Andrew Luck comes back, they'll be even better.
And we still, I know we like Cincinnati and they got that good record, but we still know that Cincinnati's capable of being Cincinnati.
They are who we thought they were.
Yeah, we've seen them in the regular season with some hiccups. Mind you, they played a good game against Arizona, though. I'll give them that. But the game before that they lost to the Texans that's Cincinnati playoff football right there.
Dude, you realize the Kansas City Chiefs schedule? Somebody picked it up yesterday, and I know you just alluded to it as well. But they got Buffalo coming up with. We don't even know the quarterback situation because Tyrod Taylor did get injured last night. Injured his shoulder or his chest or something like that. Was holding his shoulder pads like the rest of the game, like towards the end, with like 5 minutes left. They've got to go to Oakland. They got Diego at home, who they just beat up on in their building. They got to go to the Ravens without Joe Flacco. They've got the Cleveland Browns at home and the Oakland Raiders at home. Kansas City might run the table, brother.
I already said it, baby. I like them. They're a very dark horse, and I like them. I like what they're doing, and they are definitely capable. They are, like you said, no one really wants to play them. I could see the Red Rocket having his head down.
Oh, the Red Rocket, yeah, no doubt. Just like every other.
Having his head in a towel.
You think if Marvin Lewis makes it to the playoffs and doesn't win a game, you think they part ways with him?
I don't know, son. I think he got some kind of clause there that they got to keep him as the coach.
Well, I can tell you right now, there is, not to jump around, but there is one coach that I think is on his way out, and that is Les Miles over at LSU.
Yeah, I know. I've been reading the reports as well, dude. They got to pay him though. I think it's like a lot of our situations, cheaper to keep them.
Cheaper to keep them.
And especially my thing is who you getting to replace him, though. Like, you're not bringing in nobody that's stupid, so you might as well keep him.
John Harbaugh.
Yeah, dude, I'm so tired of hearing. People just like throwing around names.
John Harbaugh, man.
He ain't going to LSU. You had him going to Texas yesterday. Now he's going to LSU. Stop.
They need some fresh blood as far as the coaching position in Baltimore, man. I'm telling you. So don't be surprised, brother. Don't be surprised. That's all I got to tell you about that.
Who's going to coach Baltimore?
Oh, that's a really great. They'll probably get some college coach come up or some badass defensive coordinator or something like that.
Listen, Harbaugh's not out of there unless he wants to leave out of there. That dude's been making successful. He just won a Super Bowl 4 years ago.
I know.
Look at Tom Coughlin, how long he stayed in New York, and dude has into nothing.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, Harbaugh's not going. I mean, unless he wants out, which I haven't heard. It's just banter, dude. It's banter.
It is banter, man. But hey, you know what? You never know. One thing I got to tell you guys is, you guys know that obviously we're from Connecticut, And we do keep an eye on our local teams. And I did point out the fact that Yale football was bad this year. And obviously we did cash with Harvard emerging over them. Well, on the flip side, Yale basketball is absolutely outstanding this year. They're 3-1, Dream. They won their first 3 games, and they were a 13-point underdog versus versus SMU, and they almost won, dude. They lost by 2 points. Gotcha. And I got news for you. They're going against that soft little Duke team this week. And that's going on. I want to say that's either tomorrow night or the next night or whatever. But we're going to keep our eyes on that, man, because I think Duke's going to be giving them a lot of points. And I think they're going to be in the game, Dream.
Yeah, they'll probably be a little bit in the game. Duke is soft, but they're going to, it's a work in progress for the season for them. They're going to get better. So we'll have to take a look. We'll have to see the spread, the points.
We'll have to take a look at the points and see what happens.
Yes.
I think it'll be double digits at least, though.
I think you're probably right. It's in Duke, right?
It's in Duke.
Yeah, it should be double digits in Duke.
I mean, Yale has a bunch of guys returning. They're actually their roster is stronger this year. And, Sears and Mason, those are the 2 big guys from last year, and they are back. And they're kind of back with a vengeance, man. So, you know what? The Yale Bulldogs in the Ivy League, I already told you this at the beginning of the year. After I saw them play, this team, I believe, will win the Ivy League and make it to the tournament and probably get... They might be able to steal a win in the rounds of 64. I don't know exactly. It depends on where they're seated. If they're seated like a 12 or an 11 or something like that, they got a shot to possibly win a game there, Dream.
Yes, they do.
At the Duke Blue Devils is tomorrow night, brother. So I'm looking very much forward to that, guys. And that's pretty much it as far as that is concerned, Dream.
Okay.
All right. So what do you want to get into, man? Let's just go into, since we're already exhausted 45 minutes of the show. So I think we need to just discuss the games that we like tonight as far as NBA, NHL, and possibly NCAA basketball. You know what? I have not, outside of Yale, guys, I haven't really been doing much NCAA basketball homework yet. How about you, Dream?
Not really, but these cats are going at it 100 miles an hour because I'm getting mad DMs about VCU and some state, Murray State. So I'm like, dude, please.
Junkie basketball, baby.
Please. Yeah. Y'all got to calm it down a little bit. Please.
Yato's asking me if Yale versus UConn national championship. Hey, listen.
No.
Listen, Quinnipiac played Yale in the hockey championship one year.
Yeah, that's not happening.
That'll never, ever happen again, brother. But, hey, and UConn's not that bad either, to be honest.
No, UConn's not that bad this year. But over to the hardwood, we got a situation going on tonight. We have the Golden State Warriors trying to make their mark on history, playing against Lake Show. So we could just write that in.
Yeah, right.
They already wrote Golden State, got the record now. So the Guinness book is there right now about to present them with their thing before the game because the guy don't want to be up that late at night.
Oh, I know, because it's a 10:30 affair, and you know it's going to end up ending at like 2 o'clock in the morning tonight. So you look at it, the Lake Show are 2-11, 1-6 on the road versus the 15-0 Golden State Warriors, and Golden State is minus 17 points, Dream.
Talk to me about a double-digit fade. Talk to me about a double-digit fade.
Yes. What do you think? You think they pull up they pull the upset of a lifetime tonight, or what?
Son, don't get it. Listen, if you're not taking Golden State, don't even think about gambling on that game.
Golden State has like no injuries at all to report, man. And when you look at the LA Lakers, looks like they're at full strength as well. So you're probably going to see the Black Mamba in there, kid.
Full strength. That's like no strength.
You got the Black Mamba, you got Hibbert in there, kid. Come on, they don't got a shot?
No.
No, not at all. Why don't you go in money line Golden State for
Philly picks? Go get LA Lakers money line.
Oh.
Pay as it go. You'll be back on the French Riviera in the yacht.
I know, definitely. So you know what, guys? I pretty much we could pretty much put a seal of approval on the fact that we think that Golden State is going to eclipse the record tonight.
I think they're going to eclipse the record. I don't know if I'm going to give you 17. I'm not getting involved with it financially.
I'm good with
that
at
game.
As far as any of the other ones are concerned, I don't see anything that I really like. And as you guys know, I've been on a little bit of a hot streak, so I'm not trying to play myself with no hoop tonight.
No, I get it.
And break it up. So it's looking like, as far as basketball is concerned, it's a night off for your boy.
All right, that's
There's
smart.
only
Dream.
one little game that's sticking out to me that I'm looking at. And it's a light lean, and it's only because they are in such a need of a win bad, and that's that nasty Clipper team up there.
Oh, Rivers.
They need a win in the worst way, though, after losing. What do you got for a number for them?
Let me take a look at the L.A. Clips and see what we got. And just so you guys know, man, Christmas Day is going to be a hell of a schedule for hoop. They got Cleveland playing Golden State, Dream.
Yeah.
On Christmas. That's going to be a nice game, man. L.A. Clippers are -7 at the Denver Nuggets. The Nuggles, man. They lost 3 in a row.
I can't. You know what? I can't
6
even.
and 7,
I can't
man.
even lean that.
6 and 7 with the truth in the lineup. Paul Pierce.
That's why I can't even lean that. So, hey, it's a light, very light, but I wouldn't. I mean, it's just better stuff. Just wait. I'm no good with that. Forget
All
it.
right, sounds good, man. Sounds good. One game that I'm looking at here, as far as that is concerned, as far as the NBA. Actually, you know what? I got nothing. I got nothing tonight as far as the NBA is concerned,
Nope.
man. You know, I think it's just kind of a night off as far as the NBA basketball is concerned, guys. Taking a look at, I think that's going to be a great game with Golden State going into. I think they're. Let me just see if they're in Cleveland or they're in Golden State. No, they're home. So I wonder if my boy's going to be getting like 3 points, 3 or 4, something like that. So moving over to the ice. Anything of interest on the ice, Dream?
Nah, not really ice work neither. It's a pretty ugly matchup. I do slightly lean the over in the Senator Stars game, but I usually like to tinker with that. I'm pretty sure Vegas will have it at, I'm going to take a wild guess at 5.5, no?
You've got 5.5 goals, correct?
Yeah, yep.
Yep.
Yeah, I would take a light shot at that, but I don't like it either, so
Nah,
I'd stay away from the
force
ice
it.
tonight as well.
Can't
Tonight
force
is
it,
just
guys.
no play.
Can't force it at all, man. So, pretty light night as far as everything is concerned. I mean, everybody's getting ready. Everybody's gearing up. Everybody's ready for their Thanksgiving holidays, man, and looking very much forward to a Dream. I'm looking forward to just complete debauchery, man. I'm going to go absolutely ham all day long and just eat and drink all day, and going to have to roll me out of my mother's crib, man.
There is absolutely mad, as you guys are aware, I'm sure, college hoop on. You got Indiana today at 2:00 p.m. Up against St. John's at the Maui Classic going on.
There's all kinds of games during the day here.
Yeah, the hoop's just been running wild with the college right now. Everybody's getting their pre-start up for the season. Of note, let's see, what do we got?
I have a question for you while you're looking that up. Guys, when an athlete suffers a concussion in a game, how much do the teachers give off? Are you excluded from all your studies and all that probably for like a week or two?
Yeah, because you don't study anyway.
No,
you don't study anyway.
It's something to think about, man. I've never played at the college level. I played at the high school level football, and baseball, but I never played in college. So I'm just wondering if you get whacked in the head. You probably get a doctor's note to get out of everything. So, something to take a look at.
We'll discuss that.
I think we could have that conversation, man. Now, I was talking about that with my kid after Baker Mayfield went down in the Oklahoma game. So, that's pretty much it for me, man. I don't have anything, Dream, as far as that's concerned. I can tell you this much, that as far as futures are concerned, I do like possibly giving a shot to your Kansas City Chiefs. Now that I've looked at their schedule, I think that they get into the playoffs, Dream, as far as the AFC is concerned.
Yeah, I do.
I think that's a really good play on your part, man. And I'm not a believer in the Dallas Cowboys, guys. So, whatever. You know what? You got to understand, they got to basically win out. I mean, we talked about it earlier. New York Giants, obviously, are probably a game and a half up on them or whatever. So we'll see what ends up going down with that, man. Anything on the hardwood? Nothing?
Nah, I don't know enough, but I mean, you got matchups. I don't know if you guys want to put together something like a money line par with the big dogs. I know it's not going to pay very well, but you got Maryland going up against Illinois State. Maryland needs to win an impressive
I don't like Maryland.
I don't like them at all, brother, but they do. I mean, it is Illinois State. I mean, I'm expecting them to show up.
Wait, what are they giving? 30?
They're giving like 18, I think.
All right, sounds good.
No. Excuse me. It's 10.
10, that's it, huh?
It's 10, yeah. That might be a pretty good spot. And Maryland needs to come back and win in some type of impressive fashion. So you might want to take a look at that. I don't know. Listen, I'm not giving this stuff out. I'm just letting you guys aware of it's going on. You got Ohio State playing Louisiana Tech tonight. Also, Kentucky's back on the hardwood tonight, again playing Boston U. I'm sure they're giving a plethora of points as well. In Oklahoma against Incarnate Word, my team.
All right, there you go, man.
Get some Incarnate Word on the money line, y'all.
That was the big team. Didn't they pull off a major upset last year?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure they did, guys. All right, so that's pretty much going to do it, man. We're going to get the hell out of here, man. We're getting ready. We're getting festive, all excited for Turkey Day in less than 48 hours and ready to rock and roll, Dream, and looking just very much forward to kicking it with the nation tomorrow, man, because tomorrow's going to be a big show. We got to talk about college football and the pro football games on tomorrow's show, because we got 3 pro games on Thursday, and we also got college football Thursday, Friday, and Saturday to have a conversation about. So that's where it goes, Dream.
Tomorrow's going to be really heavy. I got something for you tomorrow. We'll talk about it when the time comes. I have an idea that I'm going to break some people's hearts tomorrow.
Oh, you're going to break hearts tomorrow?
Hearts will be broken tomorrow.
Really? Oh, I'm pretty excited to hear what you got to say, man. Give us a hint. NFL or NCAA?
Oh, NFL.
NFL, huh?
NFL.
All right, man. Looking forward.
Hearts will be broken tomorrow.
Okay. All right.
Hey, I want to thank everybody out there that's retweeting the show. We got Joseph Del Rosario, Prestige Worldwide, Jason Riley, KMBU, J Cass, Vegas Girl, 92661, Terrence Mack, BT, Slick Rick, Lone Star, Ombre, JDH24, Holiday, SD Grind. We got Pete for Prez out there, Long Woo, Razor Ramon, Notorious Dub V, C. Rodriguez Jr., Tony the Gambler, Irvin, JC, Jeff Ryan, Christos, INT, Smokey Rodriguez, OJFB, Wayne Yarborough, Benjamin Rowe, Mind Funk, Kruk, Danish Better, Woots, GG, Jim Rome is a douche, Sir Mata, AB Lent, MC Money, The Canadian Capper, Nicholas J, Clown Man Swag is in the house as well, Stoopy Bets Marlin, and Derry Brashard. Just to name a few. We got Average Joe Punter as well out there in sunny Australia. Throw a shrimp on the barbie for your boy. And let's see what we got here going on. I see Yato here, Vegas. Oh, I see what he's saying. Yato's talking about Vegas this year. That's about it, guys. Tonight is a no play for your boy, so it's no play. And don't DM me trying to get me to play something, because some of y'all trying to talk to me. Dream, what you think about this? I think I'm not playing.
Yes.
All right, so fall back, relax. Help out the wife, get the stuff for the Turkey Day right ahead of time so you can sit down and watch the games all weekend. Do your thing at home. Handle your family, put your friends and your family first. Check on that old buddy you haven't talked to in a minute. Check on your moms, check on your pops, whatever you got to do, man. Keep it 100 and enjoy some life. Always remember who you're with and make the most out of each and every day, as you cannot get this time back.
All right, and my man Danny Boy is telling me that there is college football tonight, and I am aware of that. Thank you very much for letting me know. There are some MAC games on the ticket, and guys, you know what?
Return
to the MAC, yeah. I have had a really difficult time just trying to assess the MAC conference, and you know what? I just feel like, getting involved in the heavier conferences, especially with all the futures I got going on right now, I just haven't really been paying much attention, so I don't want to sound like an idiot talking about these particular teams. So,
hey, like I said, right now, I was treading water for a lot of this season and finally got it dead right. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of things are coming to more fruition right now. Like, we really know who these teams are in these situations. We got some really good spots, guys. So, just hang on a minute, and it's going to come. Don't force it and rush it and end up chasing.
Right. We love you to death. Go out there. Go easy. Do your own homework. Take your own plays. Make all your dreams a damn reality and get that money. Let's go.